Hello and welcome back to Movie Euphoria. Before we begin today's episode, a sincere gratitude to our location partner, the magnificent Raffles Doha. Today's episode is a bit different. Today we are not looking at one movie but two. What we are doing is a comparison between two big movies that released last year, both under the Yash Raj Spy Universe. The first movie that was shot under this banner was Ek Tha Tiger, which released in 2012. Followed this came Tiger Zinda Hai in 2017, and after this network got extended to other fictional raw agents. So then War, which starred Hrithik, came in 2019, followed by Pathaan in 2023 and also Tiger3. Now there's a movie which is releasing end of the month, which is a sequel to War, and there are also rumors that Tiger versus Pathaan is underway and we might see the movie on the big screen in 2026. So very quickly, the two movies that we are talking about today are Pathaan versus Tiger3. Let's begin first with the most important element of any movie, the story. Looking at the story of both the movies, whether it is Tiger3 or Pathaan, both are centered around a similar broad theme. While Tiger3, Tiger, who's a raw agent, he along with Zoya, who's an ISI agent and now his wife for several years, they are both trying to save the world for a common cause. Similarly, in Pathaan, there is Shah Rukh, who's a raw agent, and his partner Deepika, who's an ISI agent, are again trying to save the world. The story of Pathaan, honestly, if you look at the story, there was nothing new in Pathaan's story. I've often felt that the story has been drawn from several spy action movies and it's been just joined together. For example, there is something called as the Rakht Bij virus that is the virus that might spread and might start killing people, and this I found very similar to the latest James Bond movie where a similar virus threat was seen. So again, there was nothing really unique.
एक ऐसा अटैक जो हिंदुस्तान ने कभी सोचा भी नहीं होगा। ये नेगोशिएशन नहीं, अल्टीमेटम है।
तो अब पठान के बनवास का टाइम खत्म हुआ।
पार्टी पठान के घर पे रखोगे। तुम्हें मारनाबाजी के लिए पठान तो आया।
Moving to the story of Tiger3, I personally found the story to be better. The story has been written by Aditya Chopra himself. What I liked about the story was that it was different. It was not predictable at most of the point, and also it had a new angle to it. Unlike most of the stories that usually talk about India against Pakistan, this was a story that was mostly centered around Pakistan, and it was how an Indian raw agent is actually trying to solve a problem of Pakistan. And also it focused on how two countries could come closer together. So that way the narrative, the story was interesting, and also there were several areas where there's a certain degree of suspense, so it keeps you glued to the story.
Welcome to Pakistan. Tiger, वादा करता हूँ दुनिया के नक्शे से हिंदुस्तान का वजूद ही मिटा दूंगा मैं.
Coming to acting, well, there's no comparison here because both the movies have a very powerful star cast. Salman Khan as Tiger and Shah Rukh Khan as Pathaan. Both are so good in their roles. Katrina and Deepika are both very good again, but we are biased here in favor of Katrina. With such simplicity and grace, she plays the character of Zoya and yet looks glamorous all the time without any external efforts. Most of the time you see the character of Zoya in a simple t-shirt and jeans, and yet she looks more attractive than any of the actresses today. I think when it comes to action movies, there is no better choice for Bollywood than Katrina. John Abraham with his six-packs and chiseled jawline, and Imran Hashmi with his mature look. Both are good in their respective roles as negative characters. All the other characters that lend support in both the movies are excellent, and there's no comparison that can really be drawn.
What we can, however, compare is the chemistry between the lead pairs. So you have Deepika and Shah Rukh, which is Pathaan and Rubina on one side, and you have Tiger and Zoya, which is Salman and Katrina on the other side. From our side, the clear winner here is Tiger and Zoya, which is Salman and Katrina. If you've been following the Tiger series, so the relationship between Tiger and Zoya, it has beautifully evolved, and I think this is something that brilliantly works for all the Tiger movies. The chemistry between Katrina and Salman, it's getting better and better with every movie. Whether it was the action sequences, simple dialogues, romantic scenes, or the songs and dances, I think the pair can clearly be called as one of the best pair that Bollywood has today. Shah Rukh and Deepika are good in Pathaan, but again, from the movie and the kind of chemistry we've seen between them in previous movies, I felt the movie lagged that chemistry. So we see a very cold relationship between the two, and most of the time it looks as if they're acting.
आसपास पुलिस तो नहीं है। क्यों? क्योंकि तुम बॉम्ब लगा।
Direction and screenplay. When it comes to these two parameters, Pathaan performs way better than Tiger 3. If we look at the kind of the action scenes that Pathaan has, the kind of location it takes you to, it is all very, very good. We said in one of our reviews earlier that when it comes to action movie, there's a monotony that sets in when it comes to the viewers, because it's the same action scene. So in this case, if you change the location, you are more glued to the story. Many of the action scenes of Pathaan, we thought, were also inspired from, probably taken from the movie War, which starred Hrithik Roshan, again by the YRF spy movies only, and it had the same director. So for example, there's a scene when the Arctic lake is frozen and you have Jim and Pathaan, they're both on the lake. We felt this was very inspired from the climax scene where Hrithik and Tiger are on a ship and the lake is frozen. So similar kind of action sequences you see in Pathaan that look inspired from War, but that's absolutely fine because both the movies are under the same banner. Music doesn't play a very important role in both the movies, except the background score, which is, I think, excellent in both the films. Apart from this, the music, whatever little songs they are, they've worked well for both the movies. There's a similarity, however, that we see in the music, especially in the end song. So, Tiger 3 ends with Leke Prabhu Ka Naam and Pathaan ends with Jhume Jo Pathaan. The choreographers were different. Vaibhavi Merchant choreographed the Tiger 3 song and Bosco Martin choreographed Pathaan song. But if you look at the feel to the music, it is similar. Also, if you look at the looks of the actress, especially the fascination for the color orange, it looks alike. Well, thankfully, Katrina doesn't have an orange bikini and she saved herself from a lot of controversy that Deepika got into. But apart from that, the music sounds similar in the sense it is more like a celebration to their lead actors. Numbers or the box office collection. This is one area where Pathaan exceeds Tiger 3 massively. Pathaan had a turnover of more than 1,000 crores and Tiger 3 just touched 500 crores. So it's almost double if you look at the money that Pathaan made. Now there could be several reasons for this. First being that Pathaan released in much more screens and it had a wider international release as compared to Tiger 3, which was restricted in few Middle East countries. Second could be the timing. Usually if you look at the Tiger series, they've always released in Eid. But this time, initially, Tiger 3 was supposed to release in Eid, but it was delayed and finally got released just before Diwali. Now, Salman Khan had movies releasing on Diwali before, like Prem Dhan Payo, Andaz Apna Apna, Hum Saath Saath Hain, and they've done well at the box office. But this time, the release of Tiger 3 was fractured in the sense it also coincided with India hosting the World Cup, which could be the reasons why there was a massive audience that shifted towards the World Cup.
Pathaan was also a comeback for Shah Rukh after many years, and he came back with a new look. He completely reinvented himself. Plus, there was a craze of the movie created thanks to the excellent promotion skills of Shah Rukh Khan. So this could be also the reason why Pathaan did well. Another factor that might not have worked in favor of Tiger 3 was its narrative.
The narrative, as we mentioned earlier, is centered around Pakistan. Now, maybe this is a factor that has not worked well with the mass Indian audiences. If you look at the Indian audiences, movies where India and Pakistan stand against each other fill the audiences with a sense of patriotism, and such movies are usually a big hit. The biggest proof coming is the huge success that Gadar 2 saw last year. So probably the audiences still are not ready to accept, a different scenario when it comes to India and Pakistan. Media commonly refers to SRK as King Khan or Badshah Khan, and Salman Khan is known as Bhaijaan. The same metaphor applies to their movie Pathaan and Tiger 3. Pathaan offers this larger than life big movie cinematic experience that you enjoy from a distance but never really feel a part of it. Tiger 3, on the other hand, is more rooted in ground and reality, and one feels more connected to it. So Pathaan or Tiger 3? It's a tough question if you ask us to choose one. When it comes to going to a theatre and watching the movie, we definitely would have recommended Pathaan because the cinematic experience in Pathaan was very good. But unfortunately, both the movies are now off the big screen. You can, however, watch them on Prime. So now if we have to choose one, we would go by Tiger 3.
जब तक टाइगर मरा नहीं तब तक टाइगर हारा नहीं.
If you like our content and have still not subscribed to our channel, please do so and click on the bell icon for notifications.